Okay, one thing about experiential outdoor hospitality. Welcome to Talk About TV. I am your host, Michelle Oliver, and every Monday, even on Christmas week, we come to you to share one thing about experiential outdoor hospitality that we hope will help guide you and inspire you and encourage you and educate you just regarding whatever type of property you have in outdoor hospitality. And I'm here today with special guest Randy Hendrickson. Good morning, Randy.
Good morning, Michelle. Is that
Today,
my cue?
I'm sorry.
Is that my
What?
cue?
Yes, it is. When today actually we had discussed talking about some of the key takeaways from some of the roundtables that we've been doing over the last couple of months. Every Thursday, actually, those will resume in January. So we'll send out, posts and invitations, but it's been pretty well attended. And the quality of person there has been remarkable with a lot of insight and sharing. And honestly, those roundtables haven't been lengthy enough. So, would you like to just share with everyone what did you take away from the last couple of months?
It's really cool because we do these one things on Monday where we kind of isolate a topic and we'll talk about a topic, and those are really great, and I hope folks are getting a lot out of that. But we also have this group called the Experiential Expert Alliance, the spirit around which was let's find some of the best people in the industry. Not even so much about product or what they necessarily do, but who are some of the good minds out there? And we just kind of started putting them together, and we started having these Experiential Expert Alliance gatherings like once a month. Well, you had the amazing idea of kind of blending those meetings into more of a public forum. And my God, the one we just did last week was just amazing. It was just a feast for the soul. And to your point, just really great people in the industry who are very happy to share what they've learned and what's worked and what hasn't worked for them. And it's unbelievable. I mean, if you will, it's almost like a master class. It's instead of just like a topic and we'll talk about it type of thing like that. It's really kind of, well, what do you think about this? What do you think about that? It went from insurance to brokerage to cap rates to lending practices to front desk policies to ancillary revenue to the insurance ramifications of this and that. And it's just this free flowing camaraderie among colleagues. It's just a relaxed environment for folks to say, here's what's on my mind. What's up with you guys? I mean, every time we do one of those things, I emerge with some nugget after 30 years of doing this that I just didn't see coming. Last week was just an absolute treasure trove. So, I mean, I would just encourage folks, keep your eye out for these things when Michelle puts these things out. It's open to the public. We just want everybody to show up and just kind of weigh in. And just if you're a wallflower and just want to listen, just listen. If you got stuff on your mind, bring it up. They could have been all day sessions and it wouldn't have been enough time.
Right. Yeah. I mean, it is open to the public and it's conducted as a private webinar. So that recording would only go out if someone requested it to the excuse me, to the people that registered.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, it reminds me of a situation. For example, if you're at a conference and just the right people gather at dinner,
Yeah.
so and really share, privately, intimately, their legitimate takeaways. They're not trying to like perform or or do a sales pitch or anything like that. So I too would encourage everyone to just keep an eye out for these posts, and it is an open invitation. You can listen to it in the background when you're doing something else, like Randy said.
That's
And
true.
then if you are inspired, like you don't have to have your camera on and all that stuff. We had a couple tech issues last time, but I've sorted that so everything is reset and really good. And in the new year, it actually will be a wonderful opportunity to gain support from people because a lot of people, as you know, they set goals and they have a long vision, but then you have to look at what am I doing every week to get where I want to go and who are the people I need around me to support me in that effort. So it's a great way to meet new people and learn about what's going on and people to learn about what your services are. It's just like everything and networking, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, it's been wonderful.
Yeah, actually, you made a really good point there. I think all of us have been to some trade show or conference of some nature, and like these little breakout rooms happen spontaneously. Talking to someone, have you met so and so? But to your point, the salesmanship and the persona and the facade drops away, and it's just people in the trenches talking about stuff that moves the needle with their business. And really, the start to 2025 is the perfect time to do it because everybody has been riding this roller coaster. You had the post-COVID, then you had the 22 and 23 that were kind of abnormal, and 24 people started to say, I guess maybe this is the new normal, or is it, is the question. And so now you're starting 2025. You've probably done your budget for the year. If not, you probably want to jump on that pretty soon. But what a great time to test assumptions. What are other people thinking 2025 holds? What are they going to be trying? Is there something you could learn from that? No better time than the start of the year to start thinking, how does this year become different than last? How do we always get better? That's the focus of the group. How do we all get better?
Right. And I've noticed that people often think that they are doing something that is just extraordinarily unique. And you see these posts on LinkedIn, and I don't spend obviously nearly enough time on there. So what I see is very filtered, I'm sure. But I think one of the benefits of being in a group like this or showing up occasionally even is that you hear what people are doing from them and you can expand your vision because when everybody thinks they are the most unique one, then everybody isn't unique. So
Mhm.
it gives you an opportunity to think, how can I differentiate or how can I take advantage of using like what this person is doing as far as a system or an approach and then expand beyond that. It can become kind of a think tank, a creativity center. And honestly, when you're talking about insurance, like the things that you don't know, and that's why every Wednesday, Talk About TV, we're doing, which is this is also sponsored by Evolve Lodging, what you don't know about, and then that's a blank, but it always applies to experiential outdoor hospitality. Um, the things you don't know, that's what trips you up. So come learn about the things you don't want to know, like insurance and those things. And it could save your property, honestly, and real estate because it's
Yeah,
changing so rapidly.
really fast.
And it's so fun to hear and lending. I mean, honestly, everything, guest experience, all of it. But the lending thing is most fantastic to hear from three people who are out there and how what they say either aligns or where they disagree and to be curious about that. Like it's just, it's kind of it really is like a think tank kind of thing. So it's very worthwhile, and I guess we can stop harping about it. But you're all invited to come, beginning again in I believe it's the second week in January. I think is when we resume. So
Yeah, I mean, just one minor to that whole thing. You're talking about the lending environment. I mean, what a feast because I have a brokerage, the Intrepid Group, but when you have Bruce Herda and Kyle Losh, right, uh,
Nick,
and Nick Parker from Live Oak Bank, you got three of the best minds or the most ubiquitous in the space, and they're just popping off with, I saw this, did you see that? And they're not fighting one another for attention. They're just colleagues from
no.
companies sharing the journey, which is the great thing about the group. There's no
Right.
competition there. It's like, man, what can I do to help? That's the great,
Yeah.
that's what's so
Everybody's
cool
really
about
friendly. It's
it.
awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay,
Good,
everyone, come join us and
good
avail
stuff.
yourselves of this opportunity. And is there anything else you want to share? This is holiday week, so it's wonderful, just the spirit in the air. It's also a very difficult time for a lot of people. So I want to acknowledge that it can be one of the most joyful and one of the most challenging seasons. So whatever you're experiencing, I just love you. Sending out lots of love and support, and just hoping everybody will be kind and kind to themselves. Really, it's the season to be kind to yourself.
Where it all begins. There are miracles all around us if we're open to them. Just gotta keep the eyes open, pay attention. But I'm feeling very blessed. It's been an amazing 2024. I cannot wait for 2025. So yeah, last thing for me, just best to all family, friends, colleagues, everybody out there, whoever might happen to see this. We have the very best of holiday seasons. We're grateful for our interaction with you, and we're really looking forward to the new year.
Fabulous. Yes, we are. Merry Christmas.